It's a huge one. It's the time for a package from China. Let's go. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's awesome that you're tuning in. So in this video I wanted to upgrade my Sega Dreamcast with a new casing that I picked up from AliExpress. It's called Retro is Cool. Absolutely, because retro is cool even in 2021. Retro is cool. I am a retro gamer for life, my wicked family. But the thing is, like, I love to tinker with these systems and there's so much cool stuff you can do. And with the upcoming years, I'm so curious what are we going to get when it comes to stuff for your Sega Dreamcast, Mega Drive and Super NES, because there was a lot of development there in AliExpress. We're going to upgrade this hideous Sega Dreamcast case. Also you have like different methods to get it all white, but I want to have something special. So let's see what we're going to get with the Retro School game casing. Okay, so let's do a quick unboxing together with you. Okay, I'm curious how this thing is going to look and what you're going to get. I do like the art on the box itself. So I couldn't really remember what color what I ordered, because I think I ordered like a transparent version, but I got a message from the seller that he didn't have it on stock. That happens a lot with this. So I'm curious how long will they sell these casings. They are not very cheap, but I think it's just an amazing upgrade. I got the purple one. Purple is basically next to blue, my favorite color, so I was very happy with this. Don't like this white on it. I wish I had like a black color. There was no logo. Everything is attached, so the cover for the disc tray will work like it should be. But the only thing is I don't have a decal, so I need to find a way to get myself a Dreamcast decal. I just want to have it complete. The rubber feet are over here, so that is on there. So let's do a quick teardown and let's see what are we going to get in the inside. Everything, all the plastics are over here like with the real Dreamcast. There is even a cover for the modem, so I'm very pleased to get this one. So we're going to replace that one too. So that's it, folks. I need to get myself a decal later on. I will look into it, but for now let's do a teardown and let's have some fun and let's mod my Sega Dreamcast or replace the case. Okay guys, so let's remove the parts. I need to strip it all the way down and just see how easy it will be. So removing the case itself is going to be very easy. So let's remove the modem itself. That's the first thing. We have a screw over here, there and here, and then we have a cord, the one that has been hidden by the modem itself. That's it, the four that you need to remove so you can lift up the case itself. Okay, be very careful with all of the screws. Remember where you need to put them and collect them all, that you're not going to lose one. Okay, so let's lift it up. That's it. That's the first part. Okay, the next thing that we need to do is going to remove the GDMU drive that I basically replaced in my previous video. Then we're removing the power supply and all the components and lift out the main board itself. Okay, the thing that we can do is like rip the unit out. It's going to be very gentle because the connector is over here. It's always going to be easier to put it in than pulling it out. Alright, so that's it. Don't forget the screw itself. Let's remove this one and let's put it aside. Be very gentle with the power supply. If you just unplug it from the wall, there can still be some some juice in it and you can get a shock, so be very careful about it. I just want to say it. So if you bump the condensator over here, it's not a big of a deal. In the future we'll basically remove the power supply with a different one. So you can see like there's a screw over here, there's a screw over there. You need to unplug the connector over there and that's it. And you can very gently lift it out. Okay, so the connector itself will basically put the power supply in a very sturdy position. So what you need to do is just wiggle it around, be very gentle. Just take some time and eventually it will let it go. So that's it. Lift it up. Don't forget your plastics. And we're ready to go. So in the future I will get myself a power supply replacement part that's only going to be in PCB that will be located over here, and just leave a cable to the outside so I can use like a 12-volt power supply. Super convenient, especially if you have like multi-region devices. So what I need to do is like remove the 4 freaking screws over here. So what I like about the Sega Dreamcast, everything can be put and disassembled very easily together. Okay, so let's remove this one. And you can see like it's quite a job to remove every single part and put them in the new casing, but I think it's just worth it. In the future also I'm going to replace the fan, because this thing is loud like a freaking vacuum cleaner. I want to like change it out with a special one, the silent or a Noctua sound. I'm also trying to be very gentle. Okay, what you can do is like lift it back. Oh, okay. The thing that I'm only going to say is like freaking finally. And the last thing I want to remove is, now we have the PCB loose, you can very easily pull out the cable of the fan itself. So that's it, we're going to put it aside. Let's put the Parker back in. So I have everything complete. And the only thing that we're going to do modification, but you can see like you can pull it out very easily, only removing a couple of screws. I'm going to replace the battery because this thing is dead already. Okay. Okay, that's it. And now we can pull it out just as that. Super easy. Of course we need the on-off switch because that is not included in the other version. Okay, so what we need to do is remove the 2 Parkers again. And we're going to remove the power switch too. We need to remember it, how we need to put it back in. Okay. That's it. Super toll, like the Germans say, and let's go with the mainboard itself. I must say that I just realized I had a brain fart a little bit early in this video. I said like when I remove the front PCB you can remove this, but you can't remove it because it's locked by the metal shielding of the mainboard. So I need to correct myself over there. Okay, so let's remove the plate. Same story, remove all the freaking Parkers. And when you remove them you can very gently remove the top plate. Sometimes the full mainboard comes out. Alright. There's only one difference over here, like you see having here all the black screws, and at the left, if you put it like this, where the power supply is located, we're going to get the golden screws. So we need to remember that we're going to put the right screws in the right places again, otherwise we're going to mess it up completely. Okay, the last one is over here. Last but not least, let's remove the golden ones. Okay. Oh, and removing the mainboard, that is one of the most annoying things of this build. Alright, so let's lift it up. Be very gentle. I'm trying to remove the mainboard, including every panel. Just use a screwdriver, for example, that you can lift it up like that. Okay, so the top plate is going to get loose now. Okay, I think I need to lift it up like this. Be gentle with the mainboard. That's it, folks. So let's put it aside. Okay, now only thing that we need to do, having the bottom case. Okay, it's still stuck over here. And with some wiggling around, I finally got the bottom plate. So all the parts has been removed from the Sega Dreamcast, the yellow Canary edition. We're going to put the shell back in. I'm going to make it complete. I'll make it whole again. I'm going to put this in the box of the other shell, and let's build ourselves the Dreamcast, the purple edition, translucent. And I was so excited for, yeah, we can finally put my machine together, but I completely forgot to remove the modem itself, because I need to also replace this shell. Super easy again. 2 screws, remove them. That's it. You can lift it out. Let's wiggle it around a little bit. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to put together is of course the modem itself. I finally after 5 minutes fiddling with this flicking thing outside of the camera, I managed to put it back in. It's like a really, I think that's going to be like the most horrible part of this, like putting this freaking modem together. I'm not going to use it, but hey, it's like, it should be, there needs to be a modem in it. Okay, oh man, it's brand new plastic. I can feel it, like the screws go in, not all the way. And this is going to be a pain in the butt. Okay, so let's be very gentle. Let's do it a couple of times, otherwise it's highly possible that I'm going to crack open the connections. So that's something I would say like considered. Screw it again, screwing it back out. Do it a couple of times. Oh boy, I can tell you like already, putting this thing together, it's going to be a freaking nightmare sometimes. Okay. It's very tight, but it's freaking in. It looks very nice, this transparent purple. Yeah. Okay. The first thing that we need to do is putting the mainboard back in. And that is what we're going to do. Okay, so before you're going to do it, let's inspect it. I did look around more like on the mainboard, like what's to see if there's any modification been done. But I can say that it looks all very clean. Look at this. And I didn't clean it up, no, not at all. It's more like how it came out of the case. So the case itself was completely yellow, but I have this idea that they didn't use the Dreamcast itself a lot. Very nice. Okay, so let's put the bottom plate back in. Okay, yep, very good. Let's grab ourselves the main board. I need to put it back in like this. All the screws have been removed, otherwise we're going to get some issues. Alright, so let's slide it in with the connectors over there. And let's see if it goes easy peasy. Yep, it goes in very well. Okay, everything has been set over in position. Let's grab myself the screws. Okay, so let's begin with the goldies. The goldies need to be over there. Okay, let's see if it's going to be like the same nightmare putting it in like with the modem. No, these go in very easily compared with the other one. Okay, let's use this. Don't tie them up yet because maybe we need to reposition everything. Okay, so let's turn it around and let's put in the other screws, all the black ones, and there are a lot of them. Okay, I must say the mold itself so far I can see is not bad at all, because it didn't basically dropped in like an original shell. Alright, all the screws are in. Let's start tighten them up. The last one always goes not like it should be. Alright, screw number 1. Be very gentle. It's still a metal parker in a plastic casing, and I don't know how the quality of this plastic will be compared with the original one. If you tighten them up too much, it's highly possible they will crack and your mainboard will be floating in this casing. Okay, so we're going to assemble the game ports back on the main board. I will replace this battery later on in a different video, simply because I forget to order this holder so I can replace the battery itself. It's not a big of a deal, but we can do it later. And this is really easy to disassemble. Okay, so let's lift it up a little bit. Let's plug in the ports. That's it. Okay, so first grab myself the 4 screws over here. Okay, let's put 1 screw in. Let's put the second one in. Okay, the third one. I'm not going to screw it in all the way, simply because first you need to assemble the 4 screws. Okay, so that's the reason why. Okay, now it's fitted. And you can really feel that it's a completely new shell. Okay, let's screw the first one in. Be very gentle. Don't screw in too tight. And of course don't forget to put in the ribbon cable back. Okay, so let's wiggle it around. Let's be very gentle that you don't break it. It's always a little bit annoying getting it back in. Okay, so in the next step, let's grab ourselves the power supply, because we need to assemble it. Okay, so let us put it in position over here. All the screws have been removed, so we can put it in way easier than normal. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit tricky because you need to push it all the way down. Alright, you need to click it in over here. Okay. Alright, it's clicked in. Yeah, it's in position. It's on position here. You can double check it over there. So this piece of plastic is on the board of the controllers. Okay, everything has been set in place, so we can put the screws back in. Oh, same story, like applies to everything. Like you need to be very gentle, and oh man, these are super tight. New plastic. Okay, so we have now the controller port, the power supply, everything is in position. All the screws are tightened up. So the thing that we're going to do, let's grab ourselves the fan. Still going to use the original one, and let's put it back in. Same position. That's what I like about these cases. Everything is like the original case. It's no problem whatsoever. Alright. Let's add it to the connection now. Let's put the screw in, and of course it falls down, but it's not an issue. Okay, so let's give ourselves a screwdriver. No, Ricket, that's the wrong one. Brave hard. Always want to have it. It always does the thing that I don't want to do. Okay, these are just super tiny, so let's be very careful. Okie dokie, let's put the second screw in. Oh, you need to be super gentle with these. If you now tighten them up too much, you'll crack the connection of the fan, and you need to get yourself a different fan. Okay, everything is set up. It has been connected over here. Let's double check it, and we're ready to go. Alright, so this last step is the CD drive or the GDMU. It's all up to you, of course. Okay, so let's put it in position. This is going to be a little bit tricky because we need to double check that that connection is on the right position, and we need to put it in like this. You need to be beneath the power supply, and if it's in the right connection, you can gently push it in. Alright. That's it. And that's it. And it's in. Yep, it's almost in. Okay, it's connected and ready to go. So let's grab myself the 3 golden screws. Alright, next up, let's screw the GDM drive in position. It goes fairly easy, right? So let's tighten it up. Alright, and the last one needs to be in position. Okay, it's a little bit tricky, but the positions are fairly easy to reach. If you're going to put your Dreamcast on a certain angle, always take consideration that you need to hold your DROM drive, because this one is only attached in the 3 rubbers. Okay, so that's it. So all the big components have been assembled, and of course the on and off switch need to be assembled too, otherwise we cannot turn it on and off. Alright, so let's put it in position. First, let's see if we can put the cable in the position that it was. Alright, let's screw this bad boy in. Yes, let's find the hole. Okay, now put the second screw in. Don't assemble everything at the same time, or just, let's say, tighten up one screw and try to fit in the second one in. That will not work at all. Alright, so everything has been in position now. Oh boy, Oof. Oh, I can say that is really difficult. Oh boy. Let's put it in position over here where it was in the original system. Oh boy. Okay, let's click it back in. Let's click it back in. Let's wiggle the cable a little bit. Okay, so the last thing that we need to do is put the car back up. Let's see how this thing fits. Oof. Is that the cable that is going to be a little bit of a jam? No, everything is in good position. Let's close it. See, every part of the console is closing over here. Alright. Okay, screw number 3 and number 4. Let's get funky. Before you're going to close down, first double check if everything works, especially when it comes to the fan. Okay, so the fan is working. Everything is booting up. Alright, very well. Okay, the final piece of the puzzle. The modem. Okay, so everything has been set up. And let's play some games. Okay guys, so let's play some games. I just wanted to show you how does it look with the disc inside. So let's boot it up and let's play some Dead or Alive 2.
Get ready, fight!
But to conclude this build is that I had an overall very positive experience building it. Putting this thing back together, it was super easy and it felt like having an original Sega Dreamcast shell. I don't know where these things are coming from, if this is old stock or they are just basically making them again. It's a really cool upgrade, a little bit bummer of the Sega Dreamcast decal, so maybe I can find a solution for that to make this thing complete. But then overall it looks amazing. Building it together was super easy. That's the reason I also want to include this tutorial how to do this. And you only need a screwdriver to do so. But overall it was very positive and I really like my new Sega Dreamcast Translucent Purple Edition. Let me know in the comments what you think of this. I want to thank you for watching. Consider subscribing, hit the little bell, become on the Wicked family, and I will see you in the next video.